It's been a wild and disheartening couple of days. If you're feeling anything like me, I've got some books that will both serve as a distraction and inspiration. Bitter by Akwaeke Emezi is both about the power of protest and how there's not only one singular way to protest. In this mythology retelling by Vaishnavi Patel, Kaikeyi uses her gifts to influence the next generation and those in positions of power to view women as equals. The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez is a depiction of our possible future, and it shows the sacrifices that corporations that run society are willing to make for the good of progress. In Son of the Storm by Suyi Davies Onkungbawa, a scholar who chases forbidden stories makes a discovery that changes his worldview. Masquerade by Oo Sangoyomi takes place in 15th century West Africa. It's about a young woman who is taken from her home, and it's about the growth that she goes through and using her wit to escape and try to save her people. The Final Strife by Sarah El Arifi is about two women on opposing sides of a conflict coming into terms with their common truths and learning that maybe they're not so different. In Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon, three very different women do their part to fight the forces of chaos. In Babel by Arav Kwong, a student that has everything to gain by conforming to the systems at his magical university has to choose between the path that's been laid out for him and one that he maybe chooses for himself. A Crane Among Wolves by June Her is historical fiction about a tyrant deposed in 16th century Korea. In The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson, a young woman who comes into her power learns the truth about her puritanical town and society. In Blood Over Brighthaven by Emma Wong, the first female high mage in history is too smart for her own good, as her peers would say, and learns the truth about something that changes her views on her society. These next two are required reading, so it may just be time for a reread. The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. Nothing else needs to be said. Lastly, but certainly not least, Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. This was written 30 years ago. Butler used her foresight and pattern recognition to write this in the hopes that this would never become our future. This is eerily similar to what we're going through today. In some aspects, I hope that in other aspects that things stop before they go that far. And just a friendly reminder to control what you can control, try to protect your peace. I had planned to take a step back with everything that's going on in the United States and with the TikTok ban, but I just had to remind myself that this is my way of trying to enact change, my contribution, and I'll be damned if anything or anybody stops me. So let me know if you guys want part two.